Hi, my name is Jin-Soo, and I'm a partner at the Learning Accelerator, and I hope I can lead a workshop along with my colleague at South by Southwest EDU on centering equity in your school or district's EdTech work. Schools rapidly bought devices and online tools in the quick transition to remote learning as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. When implemented thoughtfully and equitably, EdTech has the power to accelerate learning and disrupt persistent disparities. If done poorly, however, these disparities can be exacerbated. Schools and districts have an opportunity to develop and strengthen processes for EdTech selection, implementation, and evaluation to ensure that EdTech is effectively chosen, powerfully implemented, and properly evaluated for effectiveness and equity. This is especially important given the increase in EdTech tools and devices in schools. The Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education's Office of Education Technology partnered with the Learning Accelerator to develop the free and open EdTech Systems Guide to support districts in this work. In this workshop, participants will learn about how the guide was created in a way that centered equity and with input from teachers, principals, district leaders, and other stakeholders. During the session, attendees will reflect on their school or district strengths and needs. They will then have an opportunity to explore the guide and develop a plan to strengthen a specific EdTech procedure in their unique context in a way that centers equity. The link to the guide is attached and also included in the description of this video. Let me show you what the guide looks like. For each of the 3 parts of the cycle, you will see a landing page showing the activities and steps involved in each bucket. When you scroll down, you will find a description of this part of the cycle. Keep scrolling to go to the right section for your district's needs, or use the left-hand toolbar to navigate there. Let's go to piloting solutions. In each section, you will find a call-out box that asks you to reflect and make sure you are ready for the stage. Before proceeding forward, make sure you are able to answer the questions in this box. Let's go to Step 2, Execute your pilot program. Throughout the guide, you will find expandable sections. Clicking on the plus sign will reveal more information. You'll also notice 4 icons embedded in the guide meant to draw attention to specific considerations you might make during the EdTech selection, implementation, and evaluation cycle, related to opportunities to tailor your processes to your school or system's context, specific audiences like English learners or students receiving special education services, and equity. I want to call out the equity pauses that are built in throughout the guide to make sure that teams are making sure the decisions they make lead to equitable outcomes. There's also a through-line example throughout the guide that shows what this step might look like in action in a district. Finally, we direct you to a workbook to complete the actions that are relevant to this section. The supplemental workbook is designed for teams to write down reflections and their action steps as they navigate the guide. Workshop participants will use this free and open resource so they leave South by Southwest EDU with tangible next steps. For the upcoming 2022 to 2023 school year, the Learning Accelerator has partnered again with the Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education's Office of Education Technology. We will be running a cohort of district teams that are committed to equity. We'll be implementing the guide, so we will have even more concrete examples and advice on how to best use the guide and talk frankly about challenges in the process. My colleague Michael Ham and I led the development of the guide in partnership with our colleagues at the Massachusetts Office of Education Technology, and we'll also be the ones working with districts in the cohort, so we'll be able to bring our expertise and knowledge along with the learnings of practitioners and our colleagues at the Office of Education Technology to support other school and district leaders strengthen and develop their EdTech systems to be equitable and meet the needs of their unique contexts at the workshop. If you are interested in centering equity in your EdTech work and want to see a workshop with free resources and tangible outcomes, please vote for Centering Equity in Your EdTech Work. Thanks in advance, and we hope to see you all in Austin at South by Southwest EDU 2023.